Great presentation. The box is pretty fancy. So the notebook's pretty well taken care of during the shipping process. It's nicely tucked away in this box, which I like. So you know you're not gonna get a beat up product. Any other papers in there? Nope. So this is what's in it. Back side, front side. It's much thicker than I thought it was gonna be. So it's about 2 or 3 times thicker than what I previously believed after reading the description. So just from this alone, I feel I'm getting more value as compared to other brands that make similar notebooks, but are pricier. So I'm gonna open it up and see what's going on. I like that it's in this plastic, so it's nice and protected. Also from moisture when it's getting to you. It's fantastic. Oh wow. It feels really good to the touch. Feels very good to the touch. Always good time. I like has the description here. The band is completely closing it, just like as you'd have it. Wow, I mean, you really feel that sort of like cork-like surface, and it's smooth. The colors that's very interesting, very cool. Backside. Man, really liking this texture. Sort of kind of gives you a good grip, but feels very comfortable on your fingers. I go about 1 notebook per month. I usually keep one as a personal journal, one for my work, and another one for each project or activity that I might be getting into. So I do consume a lot of books. This is the first time I purchased this brand. What got my attention was the pender holder. One of my most recent notebooks had this, and now it's a basic feature of every notebook I look for. But it also has the separators, and has 2 of them, and that is very convenient, especially when I'm going to use this notebook for. And it also mentioned that it had pockets inside to place documents, and it does. Wow, it's amazing. And look at all the goodies it comes with. So it has this nice ruler. This is definitely going to be very helpful here, and it's extremely thin, so I know it's not gonna disturb me while I'm writing, making uneven surfaces. So that's fantastic. The material that does the bending, I don't know if it's some sort of plastic or maybe paper reinforced with some form of textile, but that's great because that's the weakest point usually in notebooks that have this feature to store away documents. This is the most likely place they're gonna rip because that's where the paper is falling, but here it seems to be reinforced with something. They thought about that. That's fantastic. They're really thinking about their product. So I'm gonna look for the pages. Let's see the pages. I like the spacing on the lines quite a bit. I take this notes for myself personally, so I like it to be as legible as possible. You know, when you're reading, you sometimes don't write in the nicest, prettiest way possible, but you do want to be able to go back to it again and know what you were thinking. So I like that the lines are spaced out. This is actually very comfortable spacing without sacrificing too much of the area on each page. But I'm jumping around. So the first thing you see when you open it is who this journal belongs to. This is fantastic. I like to have my information right there and then, just in case, you know, I leave it at the office or somewhere else, people can know it's mine and return it. You get traditional blank pages at the beginning. I usually don't use these, or I try not to, but eventually end up scribbling quick notes on them. unfortunately, but I like it that they're blank. Obviously, I always aim for nice, perfect notes, but you know, life happens fast, so when you gotta write something down, you just grab the first thing that's in front of you. So that's interesting that it starts, the first writable page is on the left side. That's interesting. But it does make sense. You do want content that you create to be on a single sort of surface that you can look at without having to flip pages. So that's something I'm gonna consider more when I'm writing, because I usually start on right pages. There's a very nice notebook. I'm impressed by the amount of sheets in here. It's fantastic. On a small spot. I don't know if I did that or if it already came with it, but not a big deal. Probably just small quality control issue there on the side, but nothing too great. And yeah, it looks perfect. I'm gonna be using these guys and this notebook pretty soon. I'm gonna actually be working on a project right now where I'm gonna use it, so that's great. I look forward with my experience with it. It's a pretty important project for me, and writing down is a very important process for me in general. So I look forward to taking this bad boy out for a run, and I'm excited for how long it's gonna last me without being too big of a notebook. That's great. All right, I'll report back with more news once I use it.